the process of the cover, I think anybody who's not familiar with publishing might think that the author decides everything, but that's not necessarily true, although I had a wonderful team. So when I started speaking of the cover, I thought that there should be a very bold and clean cover with sort of a domestic object or one singular object on the page that has a touch of the surreal. And I shared that vision with the team, and they came up with this. So they had the singular object, they had the bold, clean type, and the lack of sort of mess and extraneous detail. But they took it outside the home and into the setting, which is the swimming pool. And I loved what they did, even though it was so different than what I had thought, because I think when you see it at first, you think, oh, it's like a light book, it's a
Absolutely.
summer read. It
Yeah.
is a summer read of a different kind. But if you really look at it for a second longer, I feel like it gives this sense of something being amiss. And the title, so the first title was The Silent Treatment. At some point, the book was titled The Book of Ma, because Ma became to me this engine without whom the book couldn't exist. And then ultimately, I told you how the structure became about swimming and the cover became swimming pool, that I was only thinking in terms of fluidity. What is it like to be in water, swimming lessons, all sorts of titles, about a document of 200, 300 titles. I was desperate at that point to find, how do you find one word or two words that talk about everything?